Hey y'all, it's Haley. Today is Tuesday, January 14th, and I am 16 weeks pregnant. I'm doing this update for my car today, as you can tell. Just had some free time while my 3-year-old is in preschool, so I thought I'd take advantage of it and go ahead and do it now instead of trying to do it at home when they're playing and loud and crazy. But I do have Zeke behind me, so let's see what has happened this week. We found out that we are having a little boy. So this will be our 3rd baby boy, and we couldn't be more excited. I really thought it was a girl. I did. And you know, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm thrilled to know it's another boy, because having boys is so much fun and they're just precious, and having a girl would have been great. But I'm just happy that there's a happy, healthy baby in there. So right now that's all that matters. But we're set for a boy. I mean, there's a few big items that we need this time around, but because we borrowed some stuff for the past 2 from my sister-in-law, and she had to take it back so that she could sell it and get some money out of it while it was still worth something, which is fine. But there's like a swing. We need a swing, and we need a bouncer. And I want a new car seat. I don't necessarily need one, but I want one. Ours expires in 2016. So we could use it. We'll see how it goes. I just kind of want a different color. But anyway. So yeah, we found out at the doctor last Tuesday, because I had a regular checkup. And while we were there, the doctor came in, and I said, so you know I'm 15 weeks pregnant. I said, don't you want to take me back there to the ultrasound room and just look real quick and just, you know, just see what it is? And we already had an appointment the very next day at the 3D40 place to find out baby's gender. And he said, sure, let's go back there. Let's go find out. He's just awesome. I love my doctor. And it happened the same way last time when I was pregnant with Zeke. It's kind of the same thing. I go in for a regular appointment, and I'm like, let's go back there and find out real quick. Take 2 seconds. And he's like, okay, let's go. So we did, and he no more than put that thing on my stomach. And I was looking at my husband on my left side, telling him to get my phone out so he could video our reaction and stuff, finding out. And the doctor no more than put that thing on my stomach and said, I can go ahead and tell you now, this is a boy. And I was like, what? Are you serious? He said, oh yeah, there's no doubt, this is a baby boy. I was like, really? Are you serious? I mean, me and my husband both were in shock. We just swore that it was a little girl. So it was a big surprise, and we didn't get that reaction on video, unfortunately, because he didn't get it out in time. We didn't know it was going to happen that fast. You know, most of the time when you get ultrasound, it takes a minute to, you know, find out where baby is and what position they're in, and, you know, get to what you want to look at. And I expected it to be, you know, at least a minute or 2, and as soon as he put it on my stomach, he got it. So we went ahead. I was going to cancel my appointment at the 3D40 place, because I'm like, why pay $80 to find out when we just found out? But then I got to thinking, you know, that's really all he did. He just looked at the baby's private parts just to see what it was, and we didn't get to see any more of the baby. So I decided that I wanted to still go through with it and go to the appointment, because our moms were supposed to come too. So we did, and I'm glad we did, because we got some real good pictures of him. Sweet baby Titus. We're going to name him Titus Neil and call him Ty. All 3 of my boys have biblical names, and they have cute little nicknames that we call them. Like, my oldest is Elijah, and we call him Eli. And then my second son's name is Ezekiel, and we call him Zeke. And this baby is Titus, and we'll call him Ty. So, my sweet boys, I just love them. So I'm just excited and anxious to see what he's going to look like. Is he going to look exactly like my other two? Because they look exactly alike. Or is he going to look totally different and come out with like brown hair, green eyes like his daddy or something? So that's exciting to think about. So that's the big thing that happened last week. Not really anything new or different that's been going on other than that. Everybody was shocked. We had a gender reveal party on Saturday and had some family over and kind of released the balloons out of the box of, you know, which, you know, to determine which one it was. And our family was shocked. Everybody thought it was a girl. So now everybody's saying, well, maybe next time. We're like, okay. Yeah, we'll see how number 3 goes. Because 2 is a handful. Huge handful. So we'll see. But my appetite's kind of decreased this week. I noticed like late in the afternoons around dinner time, if I have snacked on anything, you know, in the past couple hours before dinner time, I'm not hungry. And it's weird and I hate it. I mean, it's probably a good thing, but I want to be hungry for dinner. I was enjoying food so much. So that's that. My back has been bothering me a little bit. You know, like at night, I'm starting to notice, you know, when you get pregnant and you go to like raise up in the bed and it's like, oh, and you gotta wait for a second for everything to kind of shift and adjust before you stand up. That's going on now. That's already started. Bye, baby. Huh? You want to ride? Okay, we're fixing to get out. Hold on, baby. So that, my back is bothering me a little bit. When I like roll over and stuff. Alright, there's somebody coming. I'm gonna put my phone down. A lot of people think I'm crazy talking to myself in the car. So my appetite and my back and anything else. Baby's definitely moving. Oh, she did tell me at my ultrasound. I asked her because I was curious. I've heard people mention it before in their videos, and I'm like, how did you know that? Because that's just not something I ever thought or knew to ask when I got an ultrasound. But I asked her where my placenta was, and she said that I actually do have an anterior placenta, which means it is like kind of in the front, and so it can kind of mute baby movements, so you don't feel them as strongly. Like, you still feel them, but you know, it might take a little longer before you start to really feel them. And I've noticed, you know, that 1 week around week 13, for whatever reason, I felt him moving like crazy. And then after that, it's kind of like slacked off a little bit, and I wasn't sure why. And was even concerned that hopefully something wasn't wrong. But she told me that I do have an anterior placenta, so that's probably what it is. I just don't feel him as much as I feel like I felt Zeke at this stage. And Zeke was just, golly, I don't know if my placenta was just like completely out of the way or what, but I felt him all the time. All the time. He had very strong movements. So maybe that's what the case is this time. Maybe it's just in the front and I'm just not feeling him as strong, because when she did the ultrasound, that little joker was wiggling like nobody's business. And I did just have a orange juice, which is what they told me to do 30 minutes before my ultrasound. So he was probably jacked up on sugar, and that was probably why. But you know, he was a very active little booger in that ultrasound, which was, you know, good to see, wiggling all over the place. So, but we got some good pictures of him. Not many symptoms this week other than my back and my appetite. I can't really think of anything else. I probably will as soon as I end this video. I do know what I want to do his nursery in. I want to do it. His name is Titus Neal. Neal is a family name. It's my mother-in-law's maiden name. So it's my husband's grandparents' last name. N-E-A-L. That's how we're going to spell it. and that grandfather was actually in the Air Force. So we are going to do like vintage airplanes in his nursery as the theme for his nursery, and I'm really excited about it. I know my husband is too. So I'm going to do the vintage airplanes, and the walls up there, we're going to put him upstairs in like our bonus room above the garage. And so we have kind of some like really high ceilings going up the stairs up there, so we're not going to worry with painting those. So there's we'll actually only have 3 walls to paint, and I think I'm going to paint them like a grayish blue kind of color. And I want to do his bedding in navy blue and white chevron. And hopefully, I'll plan to do like a nursery tour or something like that later on when we get it all finished and ready. And all of his furniture will be in like an espresso brown color. So that's why I want to do that. I'm excited about it. I'm like constantly thinking about it. Excuse me. Sorry. Constantly thinking about it all the time, trying to figure out what I want to do. Yesterday, me and the boys went shopping, and I'm just looking around just to kind of see what's out there, because I think I'm going to have to order most of the bedding and stuff online on Etsy. I found some, pretty decent prices on the crib skirt and the crib blanket and stuff, but some of it I kind of want to try to make myself with my mom. So we'll see how it goes. See what I can find. I just want it to be easy. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this week. So I will let you guys go, and I will talk to you next week for my 17-week update. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.